Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here, so remember to subscribe for the latest videos because today's story is as shocking as it is disturbing, involving none other than global superstar Taylor Swift, who once again finds herself at the center of a frightening situation that has left fans shaken, security teams on edge, and the singer herself taking drastic legal measures to ensure her safety, her peace of mind, and her right to live without constant fear. This time, the story goes far beyond the usual obsessive fan behavior that celebrities sadly become accustomed to, because the stalker in question has made an outrageous, delusional, and completely false claim that he and Taylor Swift actually have a child together. This chilling allegation comes after months of harassment, unsettling appearances, and constant attempts to invade Taylor's life, which forced her legal team to step in and request that the court extend the restraining order already in place against this dangerous individual. Fans around the world are reacting with horror and disbelief, struggling to comprehend the mental state of someone who could invent such disturbing lies in an attempt to force a connection with the Grammy-winning superstar. Taylor, who has spent the last decade carefully constructing not only her music empire but also her personal boundaries, is once again reminded of how fragile privacy becomes when fame reaches stratospheric levels, and how the cost of superstardom often comes in the form of losing even the most basic sense of security. Reports reveal that Taylor's attorneys presented evidence of repeated harassment, unwanted messages, and fabricated narratives from the stalker, who has attempted to spin the outrageous fantasy that he fathered a child with her. These claims, while entirely baseless and dangerous, have gained attention online due to their shocking nature, leaving Swifties enraged and deeply concerned for their idol's safety. In court documents, Taylor emphasized the emotional distress and fear these allegations have caused, stressing that such behavior cannot be ignored because it escalates quickly from bizarre online postings to frightening real-life encounters. This latest restraining order is not Taylor's first. Throughout her career, she has faced multiple instances of stalkers attempting to break into her homes, send threatening letters, or appear at her concerts uninvited, and each time the singer has been forced to live with the unsettling knowledge that her fame makes her a target for unhealthy obsessions. But what makes this case even more disturbing is the attempt to tie Taylor into an entirely false narrative of motherhood, which strikes at the heart of her personal identity, attempting to weaponize her name and reputation in a way that could have devastating consequences, if not swiftly and forcefully shut down. The courts have sided with Taylor, granting the extension of the restraining order, and fans have praised her for taking strong action in a situation that could spiral further if left unchecked. This latest chapter in Taylor's ongoing battle against stalkers highlights a broader issue in celebrity culture: how stars are dehumanized to the point where individuals project their fantasies onto them, blurring the line between reality and obsession, and leaving the celebrity to live in fear of what the next step in the stalker's delusion might be. Taylor's team has made it clear: these actions are not only inappropriate but deeply threatening, and legal measures will continue to be pursued to protect her safety. For fans, this is a sobering reminder that behind the glamour, awards, and chart-topping hits, Taylor Swift is a human being navigating one of the most terrifying realities of fame: the inability to ever truly escape those who want to claim her life as their own. But the drama doesn't end there, because what makes this story even more frightening and heartbreaking is the larger picture of how Taylor Swift, a woman who has dedicated her entire life to creating music that heals, inspires, and unites millions, continues to face a shadow side of fame that no amount of success can shield her from. And in this case, the situation is not just bizarre, it is profoundly disturbing. Imagine being in Taylor's shoes. Every time she steps outside, every time she performs for thousands of adoring fans, every time she even considers taking a quiet stroll or attending a private gathering, the thought lingers in the back of her mind: what if one of these stalkers shows up? What if the obsession escalates into something that cannot be controlled? This is not just paranoia. It is a reality Taylor has been forced to live with for years, and this latest claim that she shares a child with a man she has never even met underscores just how dangerous obsession can become when delusion and entitlement collide. According to insiders close to the case, the stalker's claims were presented not only in rambling online messages, but also in frightening attempts to establish proof, ranging from fabricated documents to disturbing letters claiming Taylor was hiding their so-called child. For Taylor, whose carefully constructed narrative around family, love, and personal growth has always been based in truth, honesty, and transparency with her fans, the idea of someone weaponizing such lies to force an imagined bond is not only insulting but also psychologically tormenting. Sources reveal that the singer's legal team argued in court that this particular stalker represents a heightened danger, not just because of his persistence, but because of the level of delusion displayed, making him unpredictable, irrational, and potentially violent. And when it comes to someone of Taylor Swift's magnitude, unpredictability is perhaps the scariest threat of all. Her fans, Swifties, are not standing quietly by. Social media exploded the moment news of this restraining order extension broke, with hashtags like #ProtectTaylor trending across platforms, and fans expressing both outrage and heartbreak that their idol once again has to endure such madness. Many highlighted that Taylor has given so much to the world through her music, her philanthropy, her relentless work ethic, and her vulnerability in sharing personal struggles through songs, yet she receives in return this constant harassment from those who cannot separate art from reality. Others pointed out that the justice system, while extending the restraining order, often fails celebrities by reacting only after dangerous situations escalate, instead of putting stronger preventative protections in place for public figures who are disproportionately targeted by stalkers. But Taylor's decision to seek legal protection is not just about her. It's about sending a message to fans, to fellow celebrities, and to the world at large that no one, regardless of how famous or successful they are, should ever have to tolerate being stalked, harassed, or threatened. In her petition to the court, Taylor reportedly emphasized her right to safety as a woman, as a performer, and as a human being whose life has value beyond her fame, reminding the court that celebrities are not possessions, not fantasies come to life, but real people who deserve the same protections as anyone else. And this is where the emotional weight of the story deepens. Taylor's life, already scrutinized by paparazzi and tabloids, becomes a magnifying glass for society's failure to respect boundaries. She has sung about heartbreak, betrayal, redemption, and survival, but now she is forced to live through a chilling narrative where she must battle strangers who believe her life belongs to them. To make matters worse, this stalker's outrageous claim about fathering a child with her cuts to the core of her privacy, touching on a subject as personal and sacred as motherhood, something that should never be tainted by delusion. Imagine the toll this takes, not only on Taylor herself, but also on her family, her friends, and her partner, all of whom must watch as she fights to keep her life from being overtaken by lies. Taylor's mother, Andrea Swift, who has been a pillar of strength through her daughter's battles with illness, career pressure, and stalkers in the past, is reportedly deeply concerned about the mental strain this latest incident could cause. Friends within the industry, from Selena Gomez to Gigi Hadid, have privately expressed outrage, calling the stalker's claims unhinged and disgusting, and urging people to remember that beneath the spotlight, Taylor is a woman who simply deserves peace. Yet in the midst of the fear, there is also resilience. Taylor's team has doubled down on security measures, ensuring that her ongoing Eras tour and upcoming projects will continue as planned, because if there's one thing Taylor has proven time and time again, it's that she refuses to let stalkers, critics, or even dangerous lies dictate the trajectory of her career. Her message is clear. She will not hide, she will not back down, and she will continue to live her life authentically and unapologetically. This determination has only made fans love her more, transforming the #ProtectTaylor into not just a plea, but a movement of solidarity. People are sharing their own stories of dealing with harassment, applauding Taylor for taking her battle public, and reminding the world that no one is immune to fear, no matter how much fame, wealth, or success they achieve. In closing, this heartbreaking saga reminds us of both the beauty and the curse of celebrity culture. Taylor Swift, a woman who has spent her life writing songs that touch the hearts of millions, is now forced to confront lies so dark that they attempt to rewrite her very identity. The restraining order extension offers temporary relief, but it also highlights the ongoing battle she and so many others face against those who cannot distinguish admiration from obsession. For Taylor, the fight is far from over, but she has once again proven that she will face it with grace, with courage, and with the unwavering support of millions who see her not just as a superstar, but as a human being who deserves love, respect, and above all, safety. And for her stalker, the message is clear. No matter how elaborate the fantasy, no matter how persistent the obsession, Taylor Swift belongs only to herself, and she will continue to shine, stronger than ever, no matter how dark the shadows become.